And welcome back. This isn't exactly the video I thought I would be making today, but I came across this mission and immediately knew that a lot of you would be struggling to figure this one out, especially if you're anything like me. I spent a good few hours trying to figure it all out, so I thought you guys would appreciate a tutorial to help you through it. Now, before we continue, I do want to give a quick shout out to Egosoft, who very kindly provided me with a review copy of the DLC to check out. So thank you very much to them. And I thought we could do something just a little bit different, as I have some trivia for you to test your X-Universe knowledge on. So the first person to get this right in the comments below will get a shout out in my next Explore video. So if you're ready for the question, what was the name of the female seen as sabotaging the Taurus Eternus station above Earth in Albion Prelude? Again, what is the name of the female seen sabotaging the Taurus Eternus station in Albion Prelude? If you think you know the answer, just drop it in the comments below. Now, in this mission, you have to place down a series of nav beacons along a safe path for your convoy to follow along. Now, I wouldn't necessarily mind this mission, it's just sadly very poorly implemented, as it doesn't really tell you very much about exactly where or how you should be placing down the probes, and it doesn't even tell you exactly what's wrong if there is a problem. And sadly, that's going to leave a lot of newcomers to the DLC very frustrated, and they're probably just going to quit out the DLC and never come back. But not to worry, the solution is actually surprisingly simple. In fact, it's so simple you're probably going to be kicking yourself when you realise exactly how simple it is. Now, what you actually want to do is press M to open up your map menu and then look for one of these color-coded areas that I've highlighted on the screen for you. The reason you want one of these tiles is because they're actually safe areas, as they all have either ore or gas or other natural resources that you can mine and harvest. So there's not going to be any nasty clouds or things like that in there. Now, what you want to do is pick a tile that's no more than 5 or 6 tiles away from the first nav beacon you put down by the gate. And then press enter to open up the ship menu and go to deploy civilian, and then you can drop your nav beacon. Then it's simply a matter of following the color coded tiles all the way along until you reach the gate, dropping your nav beacons every 5 or 6 tiles or so. Now, if your beacon has a yellow exclamation mark next to it like this, it means there's an issue with the placement that you need to resolve. Usually this is going to be either because your beacon is too far away from the previous one, in which case you need to put down another beacon somewhere in between those two. That, or you're going to be too close to a hazardous object like a cloud or a cat installation like these ones here. And if you've done everything correctly, your nav beacon placement should look quite similar to this. Now, I do have a beacon where my ship is right now, and that's because I got a little bit too close to the cat installations and I got yelled at for it, so I had to move the beacon. You might have to do the same thing as well. But as long as your beacon is in the color-coded areas, like I said, you should be okay. That's basically all there is to it. A very simple solution really for a mission that was a little bit more complicated than it really needed to be. But if you were stuck on this mission for as long as I was, I'd definitely like to hear about your experiences in the comments down below. But if you did find this tutorial useful, I would be very grateful if you would hit that like button and maybe consider hitting that subscribe button too, because it does take quite a lot of effort to make these videos, so your support would be very much appreciated, and it would also help spread my content out to a wider audience on YouTube. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will hopefully see you all again very soon.